What's going on, everybody, over on YouTube? Hope you guys are having an incredible day. Hope you guys have a great week up ahead, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best. Thank you so much for joining me for this review here. I'm super excited to be reviewing this protein for you guys today because this is unlike anything I've ever tasted or reviewed in the past. This is next level ridiculous. So I hope you stay tuned. Now, I went to the Apollon Nutrition 10-year anniversary event last weekend, had an incredible time over there, got to meet Robik, Carolina, and Masha, which incidentally has a lot to do with this review. Actually, she has everything to do with this review because what we're reviewing today is Masha's all new protein collaboration. And here we do have Masha right there looking beautiful as always. She is one of the higher ups at Apollon Nutrition, does a lot of work for the company. And this here is her French Apple Tart flavor. And not only did I get to try this protein firsthand at the event, I got to try the actual pastry that this is based off of. And when I tell you guys that that pastry was next level ridiculous, I ain't lying. Now, when it comes to protein powders, it's usually very, very difficult to replicate these kind of flavors. You guys know that when it comes to chocolate or peanut butter flavors or cookies and cream, those are usually flavors that are pretty safe. And most companies, even if they use cheap ingredients, they can manage to make it taste pretty good. Now, when it comes to fruity flavors or something like a blueberry or apple pie, it's very, very hard to replicate those kind of flavors. A lot of times they're going to taste very synthetic, very nasty, and I'm not a big fan of it, guys. For me, I want my protein to obviously have good macros, to have lower calories, higher protein content, but I want it to taste good, right? If I use it as a meal replacement, which a lot of times I do, I want it to actually taste good so I don't have to gag with the protein going down. Now, this one here, guys, oh my God, do we have a lot to discuss. I've ran this one a couple of times already. I'm not only going to break down the macros and flavor, but I'm actually going to try it right here on the video and tell you guys what I think. You're going to get to see my live reaction. So without further ado, guys, oh my God, look at this tub here, guys. This is crazy, man. This is a collector's item. But without further ado, guys, let's roll that freaking intro and let High Stim Ace tell you about Masha's French Apple Tart protein. Let's go. All right, guys, so in case you didn't get to see it earlier, you have Masha here on the cover, right? This is the collaboration she did with Apollon Nutrition, and you're going to rotate it a little bit. You see the actual French apple cobbler pastry that she makes, and man, is it delicious. And then over here, after the nutrition label, you actually have the entire recipe right over here, guys. The actual recipe to make the French apple tarts at home. How crazy is that, man? Robik did the same thing with their special Hanukkah raspberry donut soufganiot flavor. That was his grandmother's recipe. And now they're sharing the French apple tart recipe. So Apollon Nutrition is giving out family secrets right here anytime you get one of their tubs. Very, very cool. We're going to break down the macros very quickly, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about this flavor. We're going to try it together right here on the video. All right, guys, so looking at the label here, serving size is 1 scoop, which yields 33 grams. And as usual, in typical Apollon Nutrition fashion, it comes in at exactly 33 grams. They always nail it when it comes to the scoops, so I don't even have to worry about weighing it out because they always do a good job with that. You're getting 28 servings per container, which is great, and 130 calories per scoop. So if you're going to double scoop it like High Stim Ace does, you're getting 260 calories, which is great, especially if you're cutting, because I'm always on a freaking cut. You got 2 grams of total fat in here, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, 3 grams of carbs, less than 1 gram of total sugar, 24 grams of total protein, which is absolutely incredible. So for the 2 scoops, you're going to get 48 grams of protein. There's no better way to start the day, guys, and especially if it tastes good, and it tastes good. I'm going to get to the flavor in just one moment, guys. We got 360 milligrams of calcium, 55 milligrams of sodium, 110 milligrams of potassium. And then when we further break down the protein breakdown, you got whey protein isolate, 14 grams, yielding 12 grams. And then you got micellar casein, 14 grams, also yielding 12 grams. So they always break it down. Apollon Nutrition is always super transparent with their labels, with their breakdowns, with their ingredients. And that's one of the reasons why I love them as much as I do. I just dropped an entire $275 on their products not too long ago. If you guys haven't seen that video, I did an unboxing. I'm going to link it down below. Feel free to check it out. But you only have a couple of ingredients in here. Not going to break down everything. The label is up, so you guys can pause the video. You can read the label if you choose to. But they always keep the ingredients to a minimum, and it's full transparency, guys. Full freaking transparency. But with that being said, we're going to get to the taste right now. Okay, guys, so we got our shaker here, see-through, so you guys can see all the action, see what's actually going on the inside. There's about 15, 16 ounces of water in here, which is what I like to do, especially when conducting these tests. I talk about it to nauseam, but if you take the nastiest, cheapest protein concentrate and mix it with whole milk or, hell, even skim milk, it's still going to taste pretty good because the milk has fat, it has flavor, and it's going to add to that protein. So the true test is to mix it in with water, which is neutral. Now, with that being said, we're going to open this protein up and we're going to smell it and see what it actually smells like. Here we go, guys. Oh my God. I don't know how they do it, but Apollon Nutrition always has such intoxicating smells when it comes to their proteins. And that's the first part of getting fully invested in their proteins. It's like ordering a meal at a 5-star restaurant and the steak comes out sizzling and you could smell that steak and it's going through your nostrils, and just smelling the steak almost gives you a little bit of a hint of flavor on your tongue, and it builds up the appetite. So it's kind of similar with their proteins across the board because I've never had a bad protein from Apollon Nutrition. Anytime I smell their protein, it's almost like I can taste it at the tip of my tongue, and it just gets me so excited to actually try it. You're getting a nice, light, natural apple flavor here with a little bit of a pastry in the background, like a sweet pastry dough background. Very mild, very minimal. A little bit of vanilla in there also, kind of like vanilla sugar, but it smells so good. Very light, not pungent, not in your face, not offensive. Just a nice apple, cinnamon, pastry kind of flavor. And it's really interesting because I don't think there's actually cinnamon in here. I do recall when I tried the pastry live in person, Masha told me there was no cinnamon added in there, despite the fact that it tastes like there is, which is very interesting. And I haven't actually looked at the ingredients here for the actual puff pastry, but looking at it now, I'm not seeing cinnamon on here. So very, very interesting. You're almost getting a little bit of that cinnamon, but it's not there. So I don't know how the hell they do it, man. It's crazy. But with that being said, we have our shaker cup. Once again, I picked my see-through cup so you guys can see the action. We're going to pour in the 2 scoops, that way we always do it, and we're going to see what it tastes like. Okay, boys, we got the powder here on top. Let's get to shaking. All right, so we got it all mixed together. It's got a white color to it, no added food coloring, nothing like that. And I don't know if you could see, but it doesn't seem like there's any clumps in there, nothing. I don't have the little metal shaker bowl in there. Just put the water in with nothing else, as you guys saw. Now, we're going to try this out for the first time. Well, not the first time you guys are seeing my reaction. And I'm going to tell you what I think. Cheers, guys. First thing you got to know about this one, this is a very light flavor. So if you guys like strong, pungent, in-your-face kind of flavors, this ain't it. This is a very mellow, light, in the background kind of flavor, but it is so perfectly concocted. First thing you're going to taste is that smooth, sweet apple with a little bit of tartness to it. And it's so light and flavorful and enjoyable. There's a background of vanilla that comes with it, and the aftertaste, you're almost getting like a sweet puff pastry aftertaste, which is really, really cool. I don't know how they do it. There was something similar when they did the raspberry jelly donuts who've got oat flavor. You got that raspberry, but then you got a little bit of that doughy, oily flavor. I don't know how they do it. It's almost like a 1-2 step flavor activation. It's freaking crazy, guys. It's a super unique flavor. There's nothing like it. It goes down so easily. Despite the fact that I mixed it with water, it tastes like there's milk in here. And you get the vanilla flavor. It's light. It's in the background, but it's still very, very rich. And you're going to get that apple flavor. It's a sweet apple, but not an artificial, sweet, Jolly Rancher candy type of apple. Nothing like that. It tastes super natural, flavorful, and delicious. It's light, but it's rich at the same time. It goes down easy. There's no lumps. It broke down very, very easily. And again, the aftertaste is the sweet puff pastry, almost like something you took right out of the oven, almost like you took that puff pastry with the apples right out of the oven. You let it cool, and then you kind of blended it with a little bit of milk, and you're drinking it. That's what it tastes like, guys. Not overly sugary, not too sweet, no nasty aftertaste. Really freaking delicious. And as usual, Apollon Nutrition, when it comes to their proteins, they are #1, bar none. So overall, I give this one a 10 out of 10. The collaboration with Masha was a massive success. And don't just take my word for it. You can literally ask anybody who was at the live Apollon Nutrition event, because they were handing out samples of this one here. And literally everybody was all over it. They couldn't keep up with the demand, guys. There was over 200 people there, and a lot of them got to sample this flavor as well as the actual pastry, myself included. And I actually did have doubles, maybe even triples, but we're going to keep that just between you and me. This flavor here is next level. It's unique, it's innovative, and it's different than anything on the market. And that's why I love Apollon Nutrition, because they don't just take the typical flavors, chocolate, peanut butter, cookies and cream, whatever. I mean, yeah, they have those flavors too, and they excel at those flavors. But when it comes to Apollon Nutrition's protein flavors, it's all about the unique flavors that no one else does, like the blackberry cheesecake, like the salted peanut, like this one right over here, Masha's French Apple Tart. Who the hell is bringing you flavors like this, guys? This is next level insane. You guys got to grab this one. This is so delicious. And if you guys are real food connoisseurs and you enjoy quality, nothing's going to beat this, guys. So get yourself one of these. You will not regret it. So you guys are in luck because Apollon Nutrition is running their biggest sale of the year right now to commemorate their 10-year anniversary. You can head over to apollonnutrition.com and use limited edition discount code ACE25. And that's going to save you 25% off your entire order, as well as help support this channel, as well as give you guys a bunch of extra goodies if you spend over a certain amount of money. They include a couple of extra goods. In case you guys are curious and wondering what they include, you can watch the unboxing video I did just before this one. I'm going to link it in the comments. I'm going to pin it so you guys can go watch that video and give it a like while you're at it, guys. And give this video a like while you're at it too. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at High Stim Ace and subscribe right here on the YouTube channel. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace signing off.